Good morning, students. Today we will continue our chapter 2 previous discussion. So first of all, we need to download the PDF, right? So your PDF is available on this link, which is available on your group description. So then you can go to this chapter 2 full PDF and tap on download. Okay, so flowchart introduction is already given. Now today we will have part 2. Okay, so let's go to the PDF and continue our explanation. So in your previous class we have discussed about flowchart. So let's see what is the topic for today. Problem solving. I have already told you there are problem solving technique means coming to a solution in a step by step manner. Okay, in order to achieve a problem there is a step by step solution, right? Your exam, suppose let's take an example of your exam. We used to have first term, then second term, then third term, right? There is first term, second term, third term in a year. We do not directly go to third term exam, isn't it? We first go to step by step, first term, second term and third term. We suppose there is no first term and second term, we name it as third term, right? We will name it as first term as our final exam. But here we need to, in order to give third term exam, we need to clear first term, then second term, then third term. So in this process there is a step, right? In order to achieve a goal there is a step, first step, second step, third step. So this is called problem solving techniques. So computer used to solve in a some manner. So this example is another example. This example is not much. Let's give a fair example, this one. Let us take an example to understand as how. Okay, let me okay, this one is available. Okay, solve a problem. Suppose you have to make a cup of tea. This one is cup of tea. You will take steps as follows. In order to make a cup of tea, what are the steps, right? We can't just make tea with no plan, right? There is a proper step. We can't just light up the gas, then just put the tea and the tea will be ready. There is a proper process, right? Go to the kitchen, first step. Then without going to the kitchen there is no solution to make teas, right? This is, or wherever the gas is, we need to go to that location, right? Then take a water in utensil to make tea. We need water, right? Then light up the gas. Without this one plays an important role, right? Without this light the tea won't be ready. So light up the gas. Then third is what? Put the utensil on the gas stove, add tea leaves, milk and sugar in it, wait for boiling. If it is boiling, turn off the gas, pour the tea in a cup through the filter. So in step 9 we can drink the tea, isn't it? So these are the steps to drink tea, right? To make tea. These are the complete process. These are 8 process. 9 means drinking the tea. Tea is ready. So these are the process, right? First step, second step, third step. So these are the process. Now we will go to, so in order to understand more, they have given another example. We should take another example of computing problem. Suppose I have told you to let's take an example of this, right? This one, computing your mark sheet. So what will be the process to compute a mark sheet of each number? So first of all, input name, right? We need to know the name. Let's take first one as class. Which class we want to make the mark sheet? So first class, then comes input name, then comes input roll number, right? Suppose there is same name with 2% having the same name. So how will we identify one? By using this name, right? Roll number is the main key. Then input subject 1 mark, subject 2 marks. Let's subject English, Hindi, maths, then IT, GK, right? Then after adding their marks, what will be the second process? Adding each mark, right? Adding it mark. Adding it mark means subject 1, subject 2, subject 3. Then we will put a condition. If the if a person gets more than 300, then he is first division. A person is giving, suppose after adding his 5 subject, if the student got more than 300, means suppose more than 300 means 301, 302, or more than 300, it means first division. If he gets more than 250, then second division, then third division. Then after meeting this condition, suppose he got 30 marks, then means fail. Okay, if it is less than this is different one. Then the third step, 12th step will be print his name, roll number, mark obtained, whatever mark it obtained, print the total marks, then print the division. This one is the input type, right? This one is the input part, right? This one is the input part that has to be given, and this one, and whatever this one is the, this one is the output part, this one is the output, this one, right? This one is the output part. So here it will serially describe. Now problem. So there are two methods, okay, two methods of solving a problem. One is algorithm and other is flowchart. So let's know what is the difference between algorithm means text based. Okay, this one is algorithm because it is text based. This is text based, right? This one is text based, alphabet based. So and flowchart means there will be some circle, okay, some graphical notations like arrow, square, not like this, not like this one, okay, not like text based. It will be like, it won't be in flowchart means pictorial manner, okay, pictorial manner using some symbols, and algorithm means it is properly on text base, it will be written as normal English. But in algorithm it will be some in notation, symbols, okay, we need to write something on symbols. So what is an algorithm? Algorithm is textual representation. This one is known as I have told you, this one is algorithm. So it is similarly as English, okay, written in English, determine the correction to certain step, reduce the number of steps, if possible solving the problem faster. So they have given, find out the sum and average of the given n integers. N integers means some numbers, okay. Read the value of n and summing an integer. Initialize the value of sum with I and average with 0. Read the value of number, add the value of numbers. So these are the complete process, okay. It's little bit technical. Because this topic, I think, I don't know whether you have studied or not, it is about programming language, right? So this is programming language. We will go through this entire topic on class 6. So they has just given you for to understand the topic clearly, okay. So in this class, in class 5, we will just know the overlay, okay, we won't go to the depth of this. So in class 6 you will go to the depth of this programming, okay. So pseudocode are false code, right? Pseudocode is a different programming computer code, and it is a very different way, okay, it is. So in pseudocodes the answers are written little bit different from this algorithm, okay. It is written in some manner like false or something like in a puzzle type manner, which is very short and easy to understand. So let's have an example. So in this case, pseudocodes, so there are different type of pseudocodes, different programming language uses. So there are different programming language like COBOL, right? COBOL, Fortran, then BASIC, right? We have studied about in. So suppose BASIC is using this type of pseudocodes, and COBOL is using this type of pseudocodes, and BASIC is using this type of pseudocode. So each programming language use different types of pseudocode. So pseudocodes is a short and little bit different, okay, which can be understood only by that particular language. So this one is a little bit tough, like they are using some kind of keywords, right? But in here it's very easy, right? This one is easy, like their codes is also easy. So the real code is use master def. The task will done by pseudocode is open the master file database. So these are the keys that we need to use on that particular program. So we need to use on that particular program. If found is the pseudocode and it is written as this one. So display, they will just write the display. This one is code, okay, this one is code, and these are the tasks that it will perform. So let's start with this one. Below there are list of operators and data type. So what is list of operators? Operators means whatever function that need to be performed. Suppose a function need to perform mathematical term like 1 plus 1 is equal to 2, right? So in this case what we will use the term operator, that is arithmetic operator, right? Arithmetic is used for maths. In arithmetic term there will be some different. And data type, what does this data type means? Each code have a different type of data storage, right? So in computer, in this type of parts will also go depth on the class 6, okay? They are just given as a overflow just to understand what it is. So we won't go to the depth, we will go. So first is assignment. Assignment means fixed value, okay, equal to. Suppose let's give an example, LAWMA, LAWMA, then it is LAWMA equal to 5. Then this means LAWMA have 5 pen, right? So this means assignment. Assignment means we Thil pay, okay? Thil pay. We are giving something to LAWMA. This means LAWMA is having 5 pen. This means an assignment. Then arithmetic are this kind of operator: plus, minus, multiply, divide. These are arithmetic. Relation are like this kind of, okay, greater than, less than, something like that, okay, less than, equal to. So these are relation means comparing something. Then logical boolean, suppose a statement LAWMA is having 6 pen, is it true? No, right? False. He is having 5 pen. So in these cases boolean is for true or false, or maybe yes or no. They need to choose between two. LAWMA is boy or girl, like that. He can make only 2 decisions. So first part is equal to, then arithmetic plus, minus, then regional means less than, greater than, okay, boolean means true or false, yes or no, etc. So that's all for today. We will continue our next class on your next day.